ultimately the big win for him would be that he was even willing to do it and that he could do well for a little bit. And then eventually just deal with the fact that Anthony Joshua is going to connect with a bomb and breaks his jaw in 2 places.
Interview Joe Rogan completely stunned fans after explosive claims emerged that Jake Paul was questioned by authorities following his brutal knockout loss to Anthony Joshua. What Rogan suggested about possible jail time instantly divided the boxing world. According to listeners, the UFC commentator went on one of the most furious rants in his podcast history, accusing Jake Paul of doing serious damage to boxing and claiming there should be real consequences for it.
Alcoholics, you could only take so much. Like that one that he got from Joshua, there was a lot of concussions in that one punch. That was real damage. Like if someone's breaking your jaw in 2 places, the inside of your fucking head that's gonna get you. Because at a certain point in time, the price you pay is eventually not worth it.
Rogan didn't stop at criticizing Jake Paul's impact on the sport. He reportedly said that if even part of these allegations turn out to be true, the YouTuber turned boxer deserves prison time for harming a sport with more than 100 years of history. The outrage began after rumors spread through boxing circles that investigators were examining unusual circumstances surrounding the December 19th fight in Miami between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. Sources claim Rogan's reaction was so intense that even his own production team was shocked by the anger he showed. He should rot in jail for what he's done to boxing. This isn't about one fight anymore. This is about destroying an entire sport, Rogan allegedly said, sending shockwaves through combat sports media.
There's maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 Anthony Joshuas that can punch, that can avoid punches, that know what they're doing in the ring. So Jake will struggle at top level, but he has a place in boxing if he wants to stay, in my opinion. So credit to him and his team for getting him this far.
3 interviewed despite Jake Paul's camp threatening lawsuits against anyone spreading these claims. The future of the controversy remains unclear. It's unknown whether authorities will take action or if the situation will eventually fade away. Rogan's comments, however, were sparked by boxing promoter Lou DiBella, whose viral video questioned whether Anthony Joshua actually gave full effort against Jake Paul. This wasn't a real fight. Joshua was pulling punches. He wasn't trying his hardest. Something wasn't right. DiBella claimed in a post that quickly spread across boxing platforms.
When people question, whether fights like this are quote-unquote real, like Deontay Wilder said something, what's the simplest answer you give them?
I give them a cease and desist letter in their email for lying on my name, and then the lawsuit's coming right after because these people won't stop.
While Jake Paul's team has denied everything and warned of legal consequences, the brutal knockout itself suggests Joshua landed with full force when that crushing right hand connected. Ironically, Joe Rogan had defended Jake Paul before the fight, praising him for having the courage to step in with such a dangerous opponent. Now, Rogan's shift toward talking about jail time shows just how dramatically the narrative has changed.
This was supposed to be Anthony's payout, but he's not seeing a dime. Anthony doesn't get the money anymore because he broke the rules. Simple as that. You break the code, you lose the purse. We're moving on.
Interview. Before the fight, Rogan openly praised Jake Paul, telling his audience that Paul deserved respect for taking on a real heavyweight champion. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Rogan said at the time, you fight a 58-year-old Mike Tyson, then jump in with one of the most terrifying knockout artists in heavyweight boxing. Rogan repeatedly warned about Joshua's right hand. If that thing lands, you're done. This is a giant Olympic gold medalist with nuclear punching power. He's an expert at putting people to sleep. Rogan added that Joshua would be angry and motivated, especially facing a YouTuber stepping into his world.
Throughout all those fights, but it's still like when you fighting like fighters who actually done it for their life, their whole life, it's a little.
Unfortunately, Rogan's prediction came true in brutal fashion, but his tone changed completely after everything that followed the knockout. The dramatic moment came when Jake Paul was destroyed by Anthony Joshua in the 6th round at the Kaseya Center in Miami. Expectations were massive. Though many believed Joshua would finish Paul within 2 rounds, Paul's strategy was obvious. From the start, survive, move constantly, clinch when possible, and avoid Joshua's power. Against expectations, Paul lasted until the 6th round, when Joshua finally landed the punch that shattered Paul's jaw into places.
That was not a boxing match. Jake Paul had a very healthy fear for his life while he was in there. He was running away. He was trying to get distance. Then he was trying to step in to win this contest. And then he's trying to get out of the way so that he doesn't get hurt again. He was fighting. He's got to go forward. So now he's clinched him. Now he's dropping down to his knees. He's going below the waist. He's getting to double leg positions. Jake was fighting for him.
The 28-year-old Paul used every survival tactic available, repeatedly dropping to the canvas and grabbing Joshua's legs whenever the former champion closed distance. Footage of the final knockout showed terror on Paul's face. Just moments before Joshua's right hand smashed into his jaw, Paul collapsed instantly as the referee waved it off. With Joshua celebrating while Paul lay bleeding on the canvas, he was rushed to Miami University Hospital, where surgeons spent hours repairing his broken jaw with titanium plates. The knockout was undeniably real and devastating. Gervonta Davis reacted on social media, writing, "That's what happens when you step up to real heavyweight power. Respect to both. But that was brutal." He later added, "Jake Paul just learned the difference between fighting old men and fighting a real champion in his prime."
I'm just so proud of him. My mom has it.
Your brother fought his ass off, man. I mean, other heavyweights have taken that right hand and only took one.
I'm just so proud of him. That was incredible. In my view, that was a victory on all fronts.
Joshua gave Paul credit, saying, "Jake Paul did well tonight. I'll give him respect. He kept getting up and trying to find a way. That takes heart." But days later, controversy erupted when fans questioned why it took Joshua 6 rounds to stop someone expected to be knocked out instantly. As accusations of a fixed or influenced fight spread, Jake Paul's team responded aggressively. MVP co-founder Nikiza Bidarian appeared on Ariel Helwani's show to defend Paul, calling the claims ridiculous. "Our lawyers are actively going after people," Bidarian said in a December 22nd interview. "There has never been anything fake about Jake Paul's fights." 9 interview Bidarian directly called out Lou DiBella, accusing the veteran promoter of spreading baseless claims. He insisted Jake Paul has always competed in legitimate bouts, and that these accusations hurt both Paul and the promotion. DiBella said things like, "Go ahead and sue me. This wasn't real. Joshua was pulling punches." Bidarian said angrily. He explained that the fight lasted longer than expected due to in-ring circumstances, noting that even Joshua himself predicted a first-round knockout. Joshua said if he didn't finish him early, it would be a failure, Bidarian explained, adding that narrative shifted closer to fight night.
I won 2 rounds for sure, and then he won 2, and then I got dropped. I was doing good. I just think my cardio, just the mental pressure of the big guy and sparring the big people is different than the 10-ounce gloves. So I was feeling his power a lot more, but it was a great experience. Like, I learned a lot in that
interview recently. Joe Rogan shifted his stance again after seeing the reaction across boxing. On the Joe Rogan Experience, he delivered what many described as one of his most emotional speeches about combat sports. "It's not worth it," Rogan said when discussing Jake Paul's future. "There's a price you pay, and that price is depression, brain imbalance, and addiction." Rogan went on to describe the physical damage Paul suffered from Joshua's punch.
Everyone wondering about Jake's strategy. Most of the people don't know boxing, but I will outline one thing that even I asked about. So moving around the outside, to your point, everyone's saying, "Oh, he ran the whole time." No, that's boxing. That's what Floyd Mayweather built his career off of. Especially when you're facing a bigger guy who controls the center of the ring. The only way to properly win is stay on your horse, pivot, switch directions, make a miss. That's the name of the game. That's elusiveness. That's evasion. That's good.
Interview Rogan compared the hit to multiple concussions at once. "If you believe you only have so many punches you can take in your lifetime, that one punch counted as 10, he said. "If your jaw is broken into places your brain took serious damage to." While Rogan clearly showed concern for fighters' safety, insiders claim he went further off-air, suggesting possible criminal issues within boxing that haven't yet been fully reported. Veteran analyst Ellis echoed the concern, saying celebrity boxing has gone too far. When YouTubers fight champions and people question legitimacy, boxing loses credibility. He stated,
"Was this fight set up? Was it a fix? Did something go on in this fight? Because how could it have went 6 rounds or 5.5 rounds? Come on, mate. Did you see that video? Watch that video again. It's going to play again after I've spoke. And tell me that that was set up. He got hit clean on the chin."
Sport can't survive if every major fight is accused of being fixed. Either clean it up or watch boxing die, Ellis added. While Rogan acknowledged Jake Paul's courage for taking the fight, His comments about potential jail time suggest he believes there's more happening behind the scenes. This controversy comes just months after Paul's fight with Mike Tyson in November, which also faced claims of being staged, despite Paul's team threatening legal action. It's now clear that much of the boxing world has serious doubts about the legitimacy of his recent fights.
What, did Jake Paul reached out to you?
Yeah, they reached out to the team. You know what I mean? They reached out to the team.
What'd you think about that AJ fight?
Well, we all knew what was gonna happen.
I thought Jake was gonna win, bro.
Huh?
I did. Dude, Jake won the first 2 rounds.
Oh,
you did.
Come on.
He did. He won the first 2.
You playing, ain't you?
No.